Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the guidelines on GMP for herbal medicines, right? So, good manufacturing practice, it is there for the other drugs also, like synthetic drugs, and but when it comes to the herbal medicines, since these are originated from the natural sources, so what are the extra precautionary measure we are taking into the our industry, that we are going to discuss in the guidelines. So what are the guidelines has been given, right? So when it comes to the GMP, generally in modern analytical techniques, right? For example, HPPLC, like high performance thin layer chromatography, gas chromatography, high performance liquid chromatography, HPLC, capillary electrophoresis, mass spectrophotometry, and other techniques characterized for herbal medicines. Quality assurance requires the control of starting material as well as of storage and processing, right? So these tools, whatever you have discussed in your IMA subjects, right, instrumental analytical technique, in that these all the tools definitely in every quality assurance department, QA department in any industry, not only in herbal drug industry, these tools are very much useful to assure the quality time to time, and at the during the storage, during the process, and afterwards also, right? That you might have already discussed in the subjects, the functioning and all those things. For this reason, an appropriate quality assurance system should be applied to the manufacture of herbal medicine, right? So when we talk about GMP of herbal medicines, right from the cultivation and collection of herbal, the plant material, medicinal plant, okay, as the starting material of herbal medicines, because the raw material, the herbs are only going to be incorporated in herbal medicine, as well as processing of herbal medicine should be as per the guidelines. Otherwise, definitely we are going to lose their therapeutic value and contamination it may occur. The first critical step of their production, where the application of GMP start, where the application or implementation of good manufacturing start, that is the critical step. Because when we talk about G, right, so everything is going to be standard in quality, whether it is process or whether it is equipment, whether it is premises, whether it is anything involved in the manufacturing process, should be clearly designated. This is of particular importance of those products that consist solely of communicated and the communicated or powdered herbal medicines, if it is the polyherbal or single herbal, right? So like that it have to, the first thing we should maintain that the hygiene and the sanitation, how we are going to keep free from microorganism the particular area. Because of their origin, herbal materials may contain microbial or microbiological contaminants because they are natural origin, because they may have the moisture content, water molecules, right? And they are fresh herbs, so definitely chances of the contaminant presence, that is more than the other drug. Furthermore, during the course of harvesting and processing, herbal products that may be especially prone to microbiological contamination are produced, right? During harvesting, there are so many things, it may have that earthy materials, plant materials, insects, microorganism, many things, right? To avoid alterations and to reduce contaminations in general, a high level of sanitation and hygiene is necessary during manufacturing, right? That's what, suppose if you talk about ginger, if you talk about raufia root, if you talk about the ashwagandha roots, so when we are digging it out, or it may be the senna leaf or vinca leaf also, since they are open and if they are in the land, they are in the field, definitely they may attract so many microbiological contaminant. That's what the sanitation, the sterilization, surface sterilization, and different types of sterilization, hygienicity should be maintained during the process. Water supply to the manufacturing unit should be monitored and if necessary treated appropriately to ensure consistency of quality. The waste from the manufacturing unit should be disposed of regularly so as on the maintain a high standard of hygiene in manufacturing area, because there is a chances of so many waste water waste products once after cutting out, after removing, after the making the cleanliness, so many wastage it is coming out, that should be cleaned regularly, right? So that the hygienicity should be maintained in the production area. Clearly marked waste bins should be available, that emptied and cleaned as needed, but at least daily, right? Daily it has to be there. But if you are not able, the company is not able to do in 6 hour basis or 8 hour basis, at least in day once it should be clean, right? And the beans, that green dustbin, and now also in a normal household also they are giving the two types of dustbin. So like that, different types of dust beans or waste beans should be available, so that the proper appropriate dust or waste should go into the appropriate boxes. Qualification and validation, very important. Qualification of critical uh, equipment, process validation, and change control are particularly important in the production of herbal medicine with unknown therapeutically active constituents. Right, when it is unknown, because vincristine, vinblastin we know, reserpine, deserpine we know, but when it is unknown herbal production, the different types of different plant material has been used, then in that case the what kind of equipment we are using, what is the process that should be validated, and all those things. In this case, the reproducibility of the production process is the main means of the ensuring consistency of quality, efficacy, safety between the different batches, because so many batches will go on, whether it is for production of tablet or capsule or any types of dosage form. In that batches, everything has to be ensured properly every time. The written procedure should be specify critical process steps and factors such as extraction time, how much temperature you are going to maintain, the solvent purity, what kind of solvent, melting point, boiling point, standards, percentage, and the acceptance criteria, as well as the type of validations to be conducted. For example, the retrospective, prospective, and concurrent, and the number of process runs, how many numbers of process, and now the quantity of the process it is going on. A formal change control system should be established to evaluate the potential effect of any changes on the quality of the herbal medicines, particularly content of active ingredient, right? If it is vincristine, so that is the active ingredient in the vinca leaf, right? So what, how much content, what kind of contents are there, vincristine, vinblastin, or other than, so that should be the scientific judgment should be used to determine which additional testing and validation studies are appropriate to justify the change in validated process, right? So the process validation also having here, very very important. Complaints, the person responsible for handling complaints, whoever, right, and the deciding on the measures to be taken to deal with them should have appropriate training and experience also in the specific features of the quality control of herbal medicines, right? So what kind of complaint has come, whether water problem, whether any mixing problem, punching problem, impulse fill, means which machine, which process, which area, which department it should have, he or she should have the proper training and experience. There are two types of complaint: product quality complaint and a complaint about adverse reactions on or events, right? Sometimes there may be after launching the product, so that if it is in clinical trials, there may be so many adverse reaction may be reported. So that action, how, what kind of, and during the production what is the product quality, weight variation, means you have, you know, all this pre-found the weight variation, pre-ability, disintegration, dissolution, if it is tablet, if it is capsule, if it is powder, repose angle, many things are there. So what kind of complaint, the Product quality complaints may be caused by problems such as faculty when the faulty manufacture and the product defects or deterioration, as well as particular to herbal medicines, adulteration of herbal medicine, whether it is any reported toxic material, glass pieces, or anything reported. So that should be noted down into the complaint. These complaints should be recorded in detail. Remember in detail what kind, where, what, how, and the cause thoroughly investigated. For example, by comparison with the reference sample kept from the same batch. So with the reference, we are going to compare how it is misconducted, or what kind of actually complaint details it is having. It should be written procedure and described in the action to be taken. That also. Product recalls. The product recalls procedure depend on the very much on the national regulations. There should be the standard operating procedure for storage of recalled herbal medicine in a secure segregated area, compiling with the requirements specified under the section 12.1 storage area while their fate is decided, right? So that's what it has to be procured for the future reference, and whenever required it can be recalled. Contract production and analysis. Suppose if it has been given to some production unit, so what kind of analysis and what kind of production it will be there when it is contract partner, right? In contract partner it should have the what do you call adequate premises, right? Adequate premises, and there it is going to equipment for the production of herbal medicine according to GMP, good manufacturing practice. Validated method should be applied for the cleaning the equipment and premises carefully before using them to produce different herbal medicinal and food and cosmetic products, right? So that's what cleaning the equipments also very important there. In case of raw material used for producing food, it is recommended to require manufacturing departments to be separated from the those where the plant raw material will be cut or powdered for use in the preparation of medicines. Self inspection. At least one member of the self inspection team should possesses a thorough knowledge of herbal medicines, right? So one member should be there into the thorough knowledge. Personals, what is the individual's guidelines? General guidance in the relation to personals involved in manufacture of medicinal products given in the parent guide 13, right? So the release of herbal medicine should be authorized by a person who has been trained in specific features of the processing and the quality control of herbal materials, herbal preparations, and finished herbal products, right? So trained, that's what person should be trained, whoever is dealing with these kinds of, and authorized by the person, the trained person should be, right? The persons dealing with the production and the quality control of herbal medicine should have adequate training on a specific issue relevant to herbal medicine. He should have the knowledge what kind of problem is arising, right? That technical he should or she should be shown. Training, what kind of training they should, the person should have the adequate training in appropriate field such as pharmaceutical technology. Suppose if you have the pharmaceutics person, so he should have all the pre-formulation studies, right? What it going to be in powders, granules, tablet, capsule, ointment, syrup, lining, what the taxonomic botany person should have the all the botanical knowledge like organoleptic evaluation, microscopical evaluation, morphological evaluation, chemical evaluation, physical evaluation, then pharmacognosy, all that microscopical study like TS, ALS, stomatal number, stomatal index, uh, ash value, extractive value, weight, right? All those things. Hygiene, that regarding microbiology or microbiology or hygiene, right? So aseptic area free from microorganisms, laminar air flow, HEPA filter, all those things should have the knowledge. Related subjects such as traditional use of herbal medicine. Suppose you are using Ayurvedic medicine, Ashawa, Arista, Taila, Churna, right? So all the product related to the subject, they should have the knowledge when they are working in the appropriate area. The training record should be maintained which has given to the particular personals, and the periodic assignments of the effectiveness of the training program should be made and recorded properly. Personal hygiene also very very important, not only into the GMP, everywhere it is important. Now we can understand after COVID, right? The personal is yeah, the interested with the handling of herbal materials, herbal preparation and finished herbal products should be required to have a high degree of personal hygiene and to have received adequate training in maintaining appropriate standard of hygiene. Why it is necessary to wash the hand, why it is necessary to wear the gloves, why it is necessary to wear the masks, they should know. Personal with the infectious disease or skin disease should not work. A written procedure listening the basics hygiene requirements should be made available for everyone. Whoever is recruited, they should go through those things and procedures, and during training also it should be tell. Personnel must be protected from contact with the toxic irritants and potentially allergic plant materials. Many plant materials are allergic, right? By means of adequate protective clothing. That's what, right? Gloves and all those things. They should wear the suitable gloves, caps, masks, work shoots, and shoe throughout the whole procedure from the plant processing to product manufacture. Premises or area or the campus. The campus should be designed, located, constructed, adequate, the adopted and maintained to suit the operations to be carried out according to GMP number 13. Because of their potential of degradation and infestation with certain pests, as well as their sensitivity to microbial contaminations, production and particularly storage of herbal materials and herbal preparation assume special importance. Storage area, how the storage area is supposed to be whenever we are storing, whether it is raw material or finished product. Storage area should be well organized and tidy. Special attention should be paid to cleanliness and good maintenance. The setup of storage area depend on the type of materials stored, whether it is fresh leaves, dried leaves, after drying, during drying, under the ground crude drugs like ginger, raffia root, it is bark, cinchona bark, cinnamon. What kind of product materials we are storing? Whether it is extract, infusion, decoction, what dried extract, the area should be well labeled and the materials stored in such a way as to avoid the risk, any risk of cross contamination. Suppose if you will keep oils and crude drugs together, so there may be the strong aroma like ginger. Once if you will dry, it will give a strong aroma. That aroma if will go to the oil, they may change the different chemicals constituents, they may change their form from levo rotatory to dextro rotatory. So like that cross contamination definitely it is possible. That's what there is a talk that chicken and mutton you should not keep together in the fridge, right? That's what food poisoning chapter you can study that. So likewise in not only in food, in definitely in drug also, there are lot of chances of cross contamination when you are keeping in the storage. Storage area should be laid out to permit effective and orderly segregation of the various categories of materials stored and to allow rotation of stock, right? It should allow to rotation of the stock so that it can be keep here and there in between also to protect the stored material, to reduce the risk of the pest attack. The duration of the storage of any herbal material in unpacked form should be kept to a minimum. Incoming fresh herbal materials, whichever is coming freshly from the cultivated source or wild source, should be stored between 2 degree and 8 degree centigrade temperature, cool temperature, right? Cold. Whereas the frozen material should be stored below -18, right? So what kind of material we have to decide? The herbal material, even when stored in fiber drums, bags and boxes, should be stored off the floor and suitably spaced to permit cleaning and inspection. The storage of plants, extract, tinctures, and other preparation may require special condition of humidity and temperature or protection of light from the lights. Herbal material, including raw herbal material, should be kept in the dry area, protected from moisture, and processed following the principle of first in and first out, FIFO, right? So this procedure also we can adopt, that will be following by the general store people and warehousing people and medical store people also, right? So that like that you can maintain. Production area. Production area should be compiled with the general requirement of GMP number 13. As a rule, campaign work in the their processing is necessary. However, if feasible, the use of dedicated premises is encouraged. Moreover, the special nature of the production of herbal medicines requires that particular attention to give to the processing products that generate dust. Right? We have to identify that generating the dust, that it should be given to the special attention or particular attention. When heating or boiling of raw materials is necessary, a suitable air exhaust mechanism should be employed to prevent the accumulation of fume and vapor inside the production room or hall. To facilitate cleaning and to avoid cross contamination, adequate precautions should be taken during the sampling, weighing, mixing, processing of plant materials. For example, by use of dust extraction or air handling system and air handling system to achieve the desired differential pressure and net airflow. Right. So that's what it is. Equipment, very important, because equipments are ultimately going to give you the product. Processing of herbal medicines may generate dust materials, dust or any other types of materials that is susceptible to pest infestation and microbiological contamination and cross contamination. So this susceptibility, it is very important, because if they are not doing anything, not harming to any, then it is okay, but they are definitely pest infestation, they will attract the pest microorganisms and the contamination may occur. That's what. Effective cleaning of the equipment is therefore particularly important or very important every day. Vacuum and wet cleaning method are preferred. Vacuum cleaning, how you are washing your bikes, computer, AC cleaning, you might be seeing, right, how the AC servicing will be done. So like that equipment should be wherever hand will not be reaching, we have with the pressure or with the air we can clean. If wet cleaning is done, the equipment should be dried immediately after the cleaning to prevent the growth of microorganisms. Definitely, when we are cleaning our car or we are our bike or our TV or laptop also, we are keeping even simple pocha, if you are doing in your hall and kitchen, immediately you are switching on the fan. So that's what, water should be removed immediately. Cleaning with the compressed air and brushes should be avoided if possible. If used, should be done with the care, and these methods increase the risk of product contamination. That's what. The non-wooden equipment should be used unless the tradition demands wooden material. Where it is necessary to use traditional equipment such as wooden implement, the implements and clay pots and pallets in hoppers. So many Ayurvedic preparation they are using, like in Siddha also, right? Bhasma, making bhasma and all those things. So this should be dedicated and unless otherwise justified, right? So what kind of production you are going for? Taila, bhasma, and all those formulation they are using, right? Such equipment should not come into the direct contact with chemicals and the contaminant material. Otherwise, they will be completely process is going to fail. If the use of wooden equipment is unavoidable, special consideration must be given to its cleaning, as wooden materials may retain odors. That particular smell will be remains there, be easily discolored and are easily contaminated by materials. What are the materials, plant materials you are using? All incoming herbal materials should be quarantine. See, quarantine words, it was there before also, but we were not aware. Now we are very much aware about the meaning of this word, right? Herbal plant material should be quarantined and stored under appropriate conditions that take into the account to the deagreeability of herbal materials and herbal preparation. Any permitted substances, only permitted substances which has been permitted or approved should be used for fumigation. What kind of fumigation can be done for what kind of product in what kind of warehousing? And allowable limits. It's not that full sanitization if you are doing, so all the microbes will be killed, but all of microbes will be killed, but at the same time it may affect your material also. Their residue together with specification for the apparatus used should be set according to the national regulations. Reference sample and standard, how we are going to do the reference sample which we are using for the research and development for the herbal medicines may be a botanical sample of the herbal materials, a sample of the herbal preparation, for example extract or chemically defined substances, or for example a known active constituents like reserpine, deserpine, nicotine, morphine. A marker substances are known impurity. Impurity also may be known, this kind of impurity may be possible. So these are very very important because they are going to be the reference to compare with the your test. The reference standard should be of the quality appropriate for its purpose, to its purpose. That's what, if it is quality product then only you can compare, no? If herbal medicines is not described in a recognized pharmacopoeia, a herbarium sample of the flowering and fruiting top of the whole medicinal plant, or the part of the thermatic this particular plant. For example, if the whole medicinal plant is a tree like a tulsi and a neem, should be available. All reference standards should be stored under appropriate conditions to prevent the degradation. Their expiry and the revalidation date should be determined and indicated properly. Packing material and labeling. All the packing materials such as bottles should be stored properly. Controls on the issue and the use of these packing materials should be adequate to ensure that incorrect label and cartoons are not used. All containers, if you see in the Amazon packing or in the Flipkart, whatever you are ordering, how the packing will be there according to the if it is mobile, how the packing will be there, if it is microwave oven, if it is a refrigerator, depend on the things there. So that's what you can see here, how the important when it comes to the herbal industry. All the containers and closures should be thoroughly cleaned and dried before being used to pack the products. There should be adequate information on the label, right? Care should be taken or something like that to inform the users of the compositions of the products. In addition to brand name, brand names will be there definitely, but apart from that, indications or actions, directions to use, how to tear out, how to use, causes, adverse reactions if any, and expiry date. That's what you could see into the paracetamol is excess use of paracetamol may damage your liver. So like that, the particular label should be there into the particular product, right? So this is the GMP in the quality assurance, how they are going to do when it comes to the herbal medicines, right? So this video may help you.